I fought a bear one time. I used to have a TV show in the States called Hurt Bert, where I took dangerous men's jobs. And I did. I was a dominatrix gimp. I was an MMA fighter. I was a rodeo clown. One day they called up and they're like, hey, do you want to fight a bear? I was like, who does that for a living? And they're like, you do on Thursday. And I show up and it's a 9-foot grizzly bear. I'm telling you, like a big ass bear, just as dumb as you think a bear would look, just. So I don't know any better. I go up to the bear, I just get to set, I stick my hand out in front of his nose so he can get my scent, and the trainer goes, what the fuck are you doing? I go, I'm letting him get my scent. He goes, this is a bear, not a labradoodle. He goes, we have protocol, take these, and he hands me 5 marshmallows. He says, when the bear's not looking, take a marshmallow, put it in your mouth. Then, nonchalantly, walk in front of the bear, show him the marshmallow like, huh, and allow the bear the opportunity to engage you. Engage you and take the marshmallow out of your mouth with his mouth. This way he'll learn to trust you. I was like, fuck that. Who thought of this, the bear? Is this the bear's idea? He goes, hey, buddy, this is how we do it. And my crew's behind him like, this is how we do it. This is how we do it. I don't know any better. So I go behind the bear, take the marshmallows like David Blaine, and I whip one in my mouth, just, and then walk in front of the bear, sneaky, and then like a hooker, like, haw, haw. And the bear, out of the corner of his eye, sees the marshmallow and loses his shit, just, and I'm going, He rushes me, and with the grace of a frat boy trying to close the deal at 4 a.m., tongue kisses it out of my mouth. Tongue in. Bears never brush their teeth. I'm making out with a homeless guy 5 times in a row. Just. I get done, and the trainer's like, fantastic, we're ready. I go, whoa, 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 whoa. I haven't learned anything. He goes, what are you talking about? You learned the most important lesson. I go, what's that? And he goes, the bear likes marshmallows. I go, what am I supposed to do with that knowledge? He goes, listen, if you get in trouble, just very confidently say, marshmallow. Now, what will happen is the bear will hear that and he'll give you some space to do your trick, but we'll hear it and we'll know you're in trouble and we'll get you out of there. I go, yeah, but he thinks they're inside me. What if he's like, don't worry, I know where you keep them. He goes, you'll be fine, let's go. And I swear to God, the bear is smiling. He's like, oh, bitch, I know how to get marshmallows around here. I gotta tap you out, dude. And he grabs me, and he put me in a bear hug and locked down and just starts grinding on my ass. Now I'm looking at the crew, the trainer going, hey, marshmallow. Fucking marshmallow, get me the fuck out of here! Marshmallow, marshmallow! The trainer looks scared and he jumps in front of me, he's like, go limp! I'm like, oh, please be talking to me right now. And not that, is there a bear cock climbing up my jeans? About the split center scene, just, oh, marshmallow, marshmallow. So I go limp. Now it looks like I'm getting date raped by a bear, just, I slide out of his paws, and that's the last thing I remember, because apparently his instincts took over, and he sat on my face. And that's the last thing I remember. My wife, who I had brought to set, I've been dating 2 months, and I was just trying to impress her. My wife is a redneck, like a real redneck, like her parents met on AncestryMingle.com. Like, when she talks, you smell biscuits. Like, she's not afraid of big animals. That she grew up around that shit. She just goes over, grabs a marshmallow, shoves it in her mouth, stands by my feet and goes, ha! The bear then takes his balls out of my mouth, goes over to her, takes a marshmallow in her mouth, they pull the bear to one side, her to the other, and they drag me under a tree. And that's where I woke up, in the lap of my producer, Tim Scott. And I woke up and I said, what happened? And he looked at me, he's like, well, you got raped and teabagged by a bear. You might want to get tested. He goes, but that chick, that Leanne chick, I think she saved your life. And my wife comes over at that exact moment and leans in, and her head blocks the sun. There's a halo from the Lord himself surrounding this woman's face as she leans in. I know you're like, really? Fucking it's my narrative. She leans in and goes, "Are you okay?" And I look up, having just faced death, at this woman's face with an aura around her head. And I knew at that very moment, I said, I would have never done that for her. Thank you guys, have a great night.
Look, we're all having a good time. I've given a lot of, here's the hard thing, right? Like I have 2 little girls, and all this advice I've given you guys is all advice for men, right? Spit in her mouth, use a carrot. Don't fight a black guy at night. These are all things that I could give to a little boy. I don't have any advice for little girls, and little girls are delicate little, like you can't just raise it like a boy. A boy you put in the backyard like a dog, it raises itself. A girl, you say like one twisted little like, "Oh, you look good today. Oh, I'm fat." Like I got no advice for a little girl whatsoever. I remember my wife, on my daughter's first day of school, preschool, we're sitting around and my wife's like, "Get down on a knee and give her some like advice." I was like what? She's like, "I don't know, be the father she needs." And I'm like, "What am I supposed to say?" She's like, "Just think of something." So I get down on a knee and I'm like, "Hey, honey. Don't be a whore." Okay. Which leads me to a very important life lesson. Gentlemen, pay attention. If you're ever thinking about doing that with a vegetable to your girl, don't use a cucumber. Use a carrot. Think it out, right? You've seen a cucumber. It's bold and round at the end, aggressive. It would be like a home invasion, just everybody down! But a carrot is more like, "Hello? Is anybody home? Your door is open. You're new to the neighborhood, right? I brought muffins." Look, we're all having a good time. I've given a lot of, here's the hard thing, right? Like I have 2 little girls, and all this advice I've given you guys is all advice for men, right? Spit in her mouth, use a carrot. Don't fight a black guy at night. These are all things that I could give to a little boy. I don't have any advice for little girls, and little girls are delicate little, like you can't just raise it like a boy. A boy you put in the backyard like a dog, it raises itself. A girl, you say like one twisted little like, "Oh, you look good today. Oh, I'm fat." Like I got no advice for a little girl whatsoever. I remember my wife, on my daughter's first day of school, preschool, we're sitting around and my wife's like, "Get down on a knee and give her some like advice." I was like what? She's like, "I don't know, be the father she needs." And I'm like, "What am I supposed to say?" She's like, "Just think of something." So I get down on a knee and I'm like, "Hey, honey. Don't be a whore." Okay. Where are my married couples at? Who's married in here? Right up front. Anyone married knows you got to always keep them guessing. In public, that's when I do it, when we're around a bunch of people. The other day, we're in the grocery store, right? And I scream out real loud. We're in the produce section. I go, "Honey!" Now, my wife has been with me long enough to know nothing good is coming after honey. So she plays it off like, "I don't know this guy. I don't know him at all. I have no idea who this guy." Everyone else is looking, so I'm like, "Honey!" I'm not gonna bail out of this. I'm gonna stick it like Mary Lou Retton. "Honey! Honey!" Will you grab her? "Honey!" Finally, she turns around and goes, "What?" And I say, "This time, get a thin cucumber." You know you've done your job as a man. When a man you don't know walks past you and goes, "You just made my day." And of course, and look, I got 2 little girls, so if I ever sound misogynistic, realize it's coming from a point of awakening. Of course, there was a woman there that didn't get the joke. Didn't appreciate the joke, didn't get it. I don't know, she just gets in my face and goes, "Excuse you, sir. That was inappropriate." Yeah, and she stands there like she's waiting for a rebuttal. She's not gonna fade me. I stared her back in her face. I said, "Excuse you, ma'am. How about you get your mind out of the gutter?" I'm putting it in her ass, not in mine. We're Christians, and I walked away.